violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. So this one is pretty crazy. All right. We have a suspect in a New York murder arrested at Metro Atlanta Bojangles, deputies say. And I told you guys, Metro Atlanta is on demon time. That's where all the murderers flee to, you know, cool out and go below the radar, or that's what they call it. But the Henry County Sheriff's Department said Ricardo Dash, 21, was wanted in New York for murder and second-degree murder, which allegedly resulted from a gang-related fight December 2nd. Dash was arrested in the parking lot of Bojangles on Hudson Bridge Road on December 15th. Deputies said they believe Dash worked at the location. So this man is wanted on murder charges, and these restaurants, contrary to popular belief, there ain't no jobs and we can't work and you can't be a felon or convicted felon or have charges, pending charges, and get a job. Restaurants they want more people, and apparently they're not doing background checks because Bojangles hired a guy who was wanted for murder. So I'm not allowing us to make the excuse of there ain't no jobs and we can't work and we can't get a living wage. There's plenty of jobs, okay? There's plenty of jobs. You can't find good work is the problem. The problem is our employers can't find good work. And a lot of brothers just don't want to work, you know? They don't want to work. But this brother, obviously, he said he caught his little bodies or two bodies or whatever, and he's coming down to the south to work and lay low. Working for $11.50 an hour, making fried chicken and sausage biscuits. We received word that the suspect was potentially employed at this location and might present himself at some point, deputies said. Our investigators were there waiting for him to make an appearance. When he arrived, he was immediately taken into custody. Dash was carrying a weapon, but it's unclear if it was the same weapon that was used in the murder. The victim's identity has not been released. All right, guys, so this video comes straight out of LA. LA's on demon time. The police commissioner or whatnot, or the head of the police unions or whatnot, he already told you guys not to come to LA. Oh, there's some music. But this is what's happening in LA. People are getting robbed at gunpoint. Obviously, these are all Son brothers. And the culture enables this type of behavior. This is what our culture promotes currently in this day and age. Okay? This type of activity is what gets popular. And this is what everybody's doing. So this is just an awareness post. I want you guys to remain safe because these dudes is running up on you quick. They're running up on you quick. There's no time to react. They pulling the blickies out. They taking what you got in your pockets. And they're done in less than 30 seconds. That's how quickly these things go.
Grind face.
I'll be right back, little bro.
Hey, you get me?
Yeah.
You got some bullets, like for nines?
No, sir.
Shit, we need that shit ASAP because the ops trying to slide on the apartments right now. Oh God, for real.
So y'all heard what they said. They're asking for some bullets for a 9mm because the ops are about to slide on their apartment. So a lot of people are like, oh man, these killings are just random and this and that. No, a lot of these dudes are going back and forth on social media, so they know when the ops are coming. Some prepare, some don't. Obviously, it looks like these brothers are trying to prepare for the ops to slide on their apartment complex. But my point is, a lot of these dudes, you know, he got a chain on and whatnot, and he's trying to be hood fresh, and it's like, bro, your priorities are all messed up. If you got beef and that's what you on, then you're going to have to arm yourself, and you're going to have some heavy artillery and have enough rounds to back up all the crap that you're talking online. So the fact that these guys are asking for bullets is just, it's insane.
And we only got 4 bullets, but them niggas trying to get us, so. Feel me? That's it. U.S. folks?
I'm gonna hit you when I get back, eh?
Hey, how long that's gonna take? How long that's gonna take, folks?
And y'all hear, it sounds like young girls in the background. And this is what happens oftentimes in the projects. They're unaware of anything that's going on. The ops could slide right now, see them in this breezeway and get the popping, potentially hitting innocent people. You hear it sounds like playful banter in the background. So not only are these guys ill-equipped to handle the beef that they stirred up, but now they're endangering other people's lives because they want to seem like they're hard and tough online.
Probably like 20 minutes.
Not just homicides and carjackings on the rise in Philadelphia. Armed robberies have increased this year as well. Several recent cases happened in city areas jam-packed with tourists and visitors this time of year. In our Kelly Rule live in Old City tonight. Kelly.
Well, Jason, tonight a law enforcement source telling me police are actively focused on a pattern in the Center City area that involves an organized group of thieves that appear to be targeting people wearing high-end watches. And they say this has been going on since at least the beginning of this month. A 24-year-old woman crossing the street in Northern Liberty is approached by a man running at her with a gun, according to police. She drops her bag and keys and hands over her cell phone. And police say 2 people jumped in her car and drove off.
This is the new normal in Philly. This is the new normal. Meanwhile, the district attorney is saying that there are no problems. There is no spike in crime. All this BS because he's letting all the criminals out.
It happened at 3rd and Wild East Streets just after midnight Thursday, but similar scary scenes are happening citywide.
There has been an uptick over the last week, and indeed a lot of it has been high profile and very disturbing to the public.
After apologizing about saying the city does not have a crisis of crime a week earlier.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, last week he said there was no crisis of crime. Now he got, looks like the NAACP or, you know, the Fruit of Islam behind him, trying to stand up behind him and support him. It's not working. We don't believe you. You need more people. You're wrong about the crime, and you don't want to do anything about it.
Has been.
I would rather him just say he doesn't want to do anything about it.
An uptick over the last week, and indeed a lot of it has been high profile and very disturbing to the public.
After apologizing about saying the city does not have a crisis of crime a week earlier, District Attorney Larry Krasner said Monday armed robberies are on the rise. Philadelphia police say there have been 3 armed robberies just over the past week in Center City and Old City, with thieves stealing watches. Tuesday night at 6:45 on Cuthbert Street, right next to the Comcast Technology Center, police say 3 men jumped out of a vehicle with guns and robbed 2 victims of their Rolex watches.
And guys, remember we did that story of the guy who tried to rob the pizza store and got shot in the face. This is happening. This is real. And this isn't going to be stopped by these soft leftist policies.
On Friday, just before 5:30 p.m. at 22nd and Sampson Streets, 3 men jumped out of a vehicle with guns and robbed 2 men of their watches, a wallet, and some cash. And on Saturday night, around 11:45 on South 3rd Street in Old City, police say 2 men robbed a man of his Rolex watch and left in a vehicle. That victim, reportedly a groom, stepping outside during his wedding reception.
We got to do better to help one another to try to find a solution to it. Just trying to be a little cautious. Don't carry a lot of cash.
It's coming to be very scary where you can't even, during the daytime you have to watch and everything, and I don't like that.
With Saturday's armed robbery feet from where Linda Todd works, she's protecting herself.
I carry a mace, I carry a knife, and I carry a taser. Like, you can't even wear nice stuff nowadays.
That ain't gonna do nothing. You need that thou wow. You need that strap-a-lap.
Because you got to be scared. It's a shame.
And some reminders from police tonight to always park in well-lit areas, to be aware of your surroundings when you're walking and when you're parking, and to keep your car doors locked at all times. Jason, police are asking anybody with information on these recent armed robberies in Center City to come forward.
Kelly Rule in Old City. Thank you, Kelly.
So, like I said, with the robberies, they're getting brazen. This is in the middle of a mall. This guy's getting hit with a stool, and he's still going to rob the mall. This is in California, and it's happening everywhere. But we have the store owner's family, the jewelry store owner's family, coming out and speaking out about this instance. So I'll have it right up for you.
Carly, over to you.
Todd, a smash and grab robbery surge in California. Incredible security footage shows a San Diego woman using a stool to stop thieves from destroying her business. That woman's daughter, Catherine Kim of Code One Jewelry, joins me now. Catherine, terrifying footage to look at. Your mom is clearly brave. How was she doing? This must have been a pretty scary moment for her.
Yes, it was scary. It's definitely scary. At the time, I don't think she was real. I don't think she really realized what was going on and her reaction was more instinctual.
Yeah.
After the fact, she was very shaken up. She couldn't really talk straight. I had talked to her on the phone. She was like making noises, but she couldn't put words together. She couldn't put her thoughts together just because she was just so shaken up.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The adrenaline must have been pumping.
So, y'all saw how she fought for the jewelry. And a lot of people are saying, the narrative's going around, oh, well, these guys, they're just stealing for food and Similac and they can't afford diapers. And come on, G. That's old and tired. Rarely, that's so rare. Few and far between that people are actually stealing for diapers and necessities. They're stealing for bling. They're stealing for drip. They're stealing for resale value.
How much did they steal? I understand that they targeted your most expensive section.
It's in the couple $100,000. So we're estimating about 200,000.
So does that mean that that's a loss for you? Is the jewelry insured? How does that work?
I'm sorry?
Does that mean that you lost all that money? Or is the jewelry insured? How does that work? Because that's a big hit for your business.
It is. It is a big hit. Just because we're also a family-owned business. Like to us, that is a lot of money. It's not like we're like a big corporate store where.
And this is the misconception as well. People think, oh, they own a jewelry store, they got money, they're printing money. It's not true. A lot of people struggle to get in this business. A lot of people go into debt to start their jewelry store business. Now, obviously, I believe they should have had some bulletproof glass. You can't have regular glass anymore. You just can't. You have to have fiberglass or something that's not gonna break upon impact. I don't know. You have to have some type of reinforced glass if you want to do the jewelry thing. But it's a shame that you can't run a business without these dudes. Even if she wasn't selling jewelry, say she was selling phone cases and they knew that, hey, she was cleaning up, making about $500 a day in phone cases. they're coming to get that too.
You know, we can afford that much loss. Yeah, that's we do have insurance. I don't know if insurance is going to cover all of it. You know, we're still in the process of
working it all out.
Hey, man. She don't know if the insurance gonna cover it. Stop Asian hate, bro. This is why the Asian hate crime bill was created. It wasn't because there's white supremacists blaming Asians for COVID-19 and all this BS. It's because the powers that be knew that the people who were targeting Asians, Indians, all these immigrants are Sunmen.
Without a doubt. Well, we're looking at the security footage. One guy in a red sweatshirt, the other guy in a black sweatshirt, both with hoods up. It's hard to see their faces. Do police have any leads on who these guys are?
Honestly, not quite sure.
Yeah, and they won't find them. They won't find them. They're not going to find them. It's so commonplace to wear a mask anywhere. They could be walking around the same way that they stole the jewelry store, gloves, masks. Nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would say, hey, they kind of look suspicious, or hey, they kind of look like they might be up to no good, because it's COVID-19 and social distancing, and they're doing all the right things by wearing their mask and their gloves, right?
If they do have any leads, I'm very confident in our in the National City Police Department. I hear really good things about them. So, you know, we're placing all our trust in them, and really hoping that these guys are caught. But as of now, I'm not quite sure how far along in the investigation they're in right now, and I don't know if they have any leads.
Well, I'm sure that you've seen these smash and grab robberies take place before you were targeted by one. Did you ever think that this was going to happen to you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You know, there's been a lot of media coverage on it. There's been a lot of stories. There's a lot of videos circulating of different smash and grabs. We see it, multiple incidents happen every single day. So, you know, why wouldn't this happen to us, kind of thing? You know, it's a lot of jewelry businesses that are very similar to us as well, family-owned jewelry businesses. And so, yeah, we were very like aware of what's going on, and we were very afraid that it would happen to us, and it did.
Catherine, that's wild to hear you say that, because the way you say it, it almost makes it seem like, you know, it's just a reality now for every small business owner, and it shouldn't be that way.
Well, that's how it is. That's how it is, and get ready for the new normal. There is a purge going on in Los Angeles, and we're all witnesses. So I wish I could say hopefully it gets better and all this, you know, good, positive, optimistic stuff, but it's not. I mean, I've seen the comment section when any in the shade room, baller alert, anytime Gavin Newsom is posted, who is one of the spearheads in this whole soft on crime movement, anytime they post something about him, black women praising him. Black women are praising him. So it's not gonna end. It's gonna get worse. And hey, it is what it is. This is what y'all asked for.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, in school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.